Hello everyone, it's me, Kevin11, and I'm back with another LEGO review video. This time on LEGO Star Wars. Now, this is a set I got for Christmas, and it is the Pasaana Chase. And this is based on the Rise of Skywalker scene where the main characters are in the desert planet, I'm pretty sure it's called Pasaana, as it says here, and they're trying to get away from the First Order who are chasing them down. And I gotta say, this is a very interesting set. Now, I only chose one set from the Rise of Skywalker. I wanted to get the A-Wing as well, but I don't know if my parents would have allowed me to get two LEGO sets, but I got this one mostly because this is a very interesting set, because like many of the Rise of Skywalker sets, like I'm pretty sure all of them from the first Wii have some connection to like other previous sets before that, like the Y-Wing that has been made before, A-Wing made before, Millennium Falcon made before, heck, even Kylo Ren's shuttle has been made before. So, I mean, they are pretty cool, but like, I wanted something kind of new, and this does deliver on it. It's $32, and I think for what you get here, it actually does look reasonably priced. Now, I haven't done price per piece, but like, it still looks pretty good. You get 4 minifigures. You get Rey, First Order Driver, and the First Order Jet Trooper, and BB-8. And they look pretty cool, actually. I think they look very interesting. They look pretty cool. I also like the set, like the speeder. It reminds me of the skiff, the desert skiff from Episode 6. And I don't know, it just looks interesting. It looks like it would fit in with my LEGO collection because, like, I made a little custom ship that I feel like this would go along with that, along with the desert skiff. I'll compare those with this, but overall, this looks interesting. Now, we also have the back where, we also have this speeder here, and I think it looks cool. And you also get this. I mean, it's alright. Now, it does show features like you can shoot stuff. There's also crates for like weapons or whatever. And there's also ammunition in the box here somewhere. Yeah, like right there. And I gotta say, this is an interesting set, especially because I do like the scene that this is based on. So that's pretty cool as well. That's another reason I got it. And also, before I open it up, it also comes with the Rey mini, like the new Rey from Rise of Skywalker. And I have Rey from all the movies. I have Rey from The Force Awakens. I have Rey in The Last Jedi, although it's Ahch-To Island Rey. And I have Rey from this set now. And I gotta say, I'm glad to finally complete the trilogy of Rey. I'm hoping to do that with Luke Skywalker and Anakin, but until then, at least I have one collection completed. And I did think she was a good character in Rise of Skywalker. But yeah, so this is the set right here. It looks pretty interesting. I really like it. And, but is it really good? Are these pieces worth the purchase? Let's find out. Alrighty, so far there are 3 bags, a bunch of stickers, and this pretty small instruction booklet. And I gotta say, the boxes for the Rise of Skywalker look pretty small, actually. I don't know why, like, Star Wars boxes are usually pretty big. Like, for the Ahch-To Island set, it was pretty big, actually. Like, the box was, like, pretty fat. So, I'm surprised by how these boxes are pretty small. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna start building this set and we'll see my thoughts. Alrighty, so I finished building the set, so I'm going to talk about the minifigures. First, let's talk about Rey. Now, like I said, this is the version in Rise of Skywalker, and I gotta say, I really like this character. This is actually a very nice, detailed minifigure here. And I actually think the colors match really well to the Rise of Skywalker than the other versions of Rey. Because the other versions of Rey, I don't know, the colors don't match the characters' outfits as well. Like her outfit in Force Awakens seem a little darker than they are in Force Awakens. Now I can't say the same for like the Last Jedi minifigures because I only have one and it actually works fine. But like this minifigure outfit actually matches really well with the Rise of Skywalker. Now obviously the chrome lightsaber blade is obviously the Skywalker lightsaber from from episode 3 through 4 and 5, and also 7, 8, and 9. So that's cool. Although I do wish we got a piece for the Skywalker lightsaber hilt, because like I feel like it's so iconic and it's the design we know what it looks like at this point. I kind of wish they made a new piece for that, but that's okay. And I gotta say, I wish Rey had new faces because her face is the serious face and it's also the smiling happy face. And after seeing the Skywalker movie, I wish like she had different faces. Like I wish there was maybe a more fearful, scared face, or maybe a nervous face, or maybe a very like happy face. Like when she was in the festival, she was in awe when she and the main characters were just like looking around this festival. So I kind of wish we got some new face prints. I feel like that was a bit of a missed opportunity. But hey, I really love this figure. I don't know why. Just looking at it, it just looks really cool. Next we have BB-8. This looks like the same BB-8 that we've gotten for all of this time. Looks the same. I have a BB-8 from the Millennium Falcon, and they don't really look that different. I mean, it does look like there may be more printing because I see more colors here, but maybe I just haven't seen it in a while. And next, we have the First Order Jet Trooper, and I gotta say, this looks really cool. It just looks awesome. Like, I just like how, it's a new design, a new trooper. They get a jetpack, with a piece there and all that. It looks pretty cool. I really like it. Like people can use this figure to fly around and shoot at people. I'll show you how, like, they could be used and stuff. But like, their face is the same clone trooper face that we've been getting since around 2013. They have a gun, like I said, a jetpack. I do like the helmet, although if there's one issue I have, it feels a little looser than the, many of the helmets for the First Order. Like this one, like it doesn't take that much pressure to get it off, but like it stays in there, it does the job. But here it feels a little looser. I don't know why, and maybe because this is like longer, so like it doesn't fit in as well. I don't know, but it just, for some reason, this just seems a little looser because it's more prone to fall off. Like just me touching it, it just like does that easily. But that doesn't take away from the figure. It still looks awesome. And here we have the First Order Tread Speeder Driver. I really like this First Order Tread Speeder Driver. Now, from a distance, it may not look different, but there is new printing on here. And I gotta say, the printing looks pretty cool. Now, I'm pretty sure those are words or symbols in the middle you see there on the torso. So maybe that says something. I don't know. I'm not good at the Star Wars language, but still. Looks pretty nice, but that's basically it. But I gotta say, the minifigure selection's actually pretty good. I really like the minifigure selection here. Could there have been more figures? Not really, actually. I really think with the set we've gotten, I really don't see another way we could have gotten another minifigure. Now, maybe we could have gotten C-3PO, but he's in the LEGO Millennium Falcon, and the only reason I'm saying that's because I don't have a C-3PO. I gotta say, with all the figures we get, I think this is pretty good, and I don't really see how LEGO could improve more on the minifigure selection. I gotta say, I really had a fun time building this set, actually. Like, this is a very interesting build. Now, first, I'm gonna talk about the stand here. Now, I gotta say, it doesn't really interest me that much. Like, when I bought this set, I was just thinking this was kind of like just a little filler to increase the price and to get more pieces. But, like, it doesn't hurt the set. It does look pretty cool. You get a box full of tools, maybe weapon. You get a chainsaw. You get a shovel, and you get I guess, something for a grappling hook. So I guess you have all the essentials you need, I guess. I guess the people who brought this together are hoping that people are going to commit a murder. I gotta say, it doesn't seem that bad. I do think it's kind of cool. And this is probably for part of the festival that we see in the Rise of Skywalker movie. Now, maybe there could have been more from that festival that would have been cool, because this festival did look pretty interesting. Maybe we could have gotten a figure from the festival. But I think this is just a nice little neat addition just for fun. Now, this is the Tread Speeder. And I gotta say, this is bigger and longer than I expected. I expected this to be a little more smaller. It looks pretty big. Like, I actually really think this is a cool little speeder, actually. It didn't interest me that much at first, but like, playing it around and stuff, it just looks awesome. It just really does. Like, I can move it around. It feels nice. It really does feel nice. So, the Tread Speeder, you can shoot 2 guns here. It's supposed to shoot out at the speeder here. So what you do is this. You put Tread Speeder driver in here, put them in, you put the jet trooper here. You know, let's just say there's a little chase scene here. They're like, let's go, fire. Oh no, we can't get them. So then, what you could do, you can reenact the movie where they're driving and then move up. You can move the back of the ship up, and then the troopers just fly out. Like that. And I gotta say, that is pretty neat. I will say there was a bit of a missed opportunity here. Because, you know, in the scene of the movie, like I said, during the chase, the speeders move up so they can launch their jet troopers in the air, and they can use that to fly up. You know, they can use their jetpacks and fly away and continue the chase. But why couldn't they have a feature where the Tread Speeder could do that, where it could move up? Now, looking at this set here with all the pieces, I guess it wouldn't be that feasible to do that, because I guess it would be a little tougher, and maybe it would have increased the price, or maybe they would have made this more bigger and oversized. I mean, it's no big deal. You can easily just move it up yourself, so I guess it's more for us to, I guess they left it to the audience to use their imagination to do it. And you know what? LEGO is about imagination and creativity, so you know what? It isn't really a complaint. It's a bit of a missed opportunity, but not really something that hurts the set. Now, finally, let's talk about the Pasaana Speeder. Now, in the movie, Rey, Finn, R2-D2, Chewbacca, BB-8 all like get away from the First Order when they were discovered in the festival. They all get away in speeders. Now, there were 2 speeders, because like Rey and BB-8, and I think someone else was with them, were in one speeder, while Finn, Poe, and C-3PO were in another speeder. So I kind of wish there were 2 speeders for the set here. But if they did do that, this probably would have increased the price from probably $40. It probably would have increased it to around $50, probably like $55. I don't think the customers would be very happy with that, especially since there's already a slot filled for that with the Y-Wing, so I guess LEGO wanted to have a cheaper set, you know, an option for consumers to buy. So I guess that makes sense. But I don't know, I kind of wish they did make another one, but it makes sense from like, you know, business standpoint and all of that. Like they already had that slot filled, so they need to fill a slot with like the $40 one. So I guess that's all right. And it isn't really a bad thing. You could just buy another one of this set and boom, you have 2 speeders, and you also get 2 Tread Speeders, yeah. Now here's the speeder up close, and also at the front, the back, the top, and the bottom. Now this speeder is very interesting. Like, it really does look very interesting. I love how this looks. Like, it just appealed to me. I don't know, I feel like I can just move this around, you know, fly around, do some crazy stuff. It just looks pretty cool. I will say, it looks pretty cool. And I don't know, it just looks amazing, you know, with the stuff here. I guess this is the engine, the flags, the guns here, you know, like right there's the gun. You know, it just looks interesting, and also this middle part here. I don't know, when I kept building the set, the more details and little pieces started to make this set look more appealing to me, and this looks like a good display piece, like, you know, to have the Tread Speeder chase. And I don't know, I may like display this in my room somewhere, maybe at my desk, maybe I'll put it on the shelf, but I'll put it in a cool display. I don't know, but it just looks very cool. Here, I put the crates here because I mean, I guess you're supposed to put it in here, but I decided to put it in here because, like, it was in the set as well. So, in the crates, it could be ammunition because that's what I put in there, and I think that's what the set was basically hinting me to do. So there's that. So that box could be for ammunition, especially since you could put it there, or you could put BB-8 there as well. Like, say you could put him right there, and he could be like watching out for mountains up ahead or something. There's also a flag here. I don't know why, it just looks cool. There's also space for you to put the characters around, like you could put Chewbacca here, maybe you could put C-3PO, you could put, you know, maybe the Resistance fighters, maybe they're fighting the First Order and Pasaana. Now, this part right here is actually, I'm pretty sure, what's used to drive this vehicle because it's shown on the box right here. Rey's controlling it. So you could put Rey right here and she could put her hand on this and, you know, drive it around, like turning from left to right, you know, all that. Finally, we also have this back part here. You could put like a resistance fighter there, maybe as like a sniper or something. That'd be pretty cool. And speaking of details, I like these tubes here because, like, it really does give the feel that this is like a vehicle of its own. It makes it feel more unique because I don't really see this a lot in Star Wars like vehicles. So I like it how they use this here because it makes it look more unique and kind of cool and different. You know, I kind of like this speeder. This speeder is really interesting and kind of cool. It reminds me of like the vehicles from the Lego Movie 2, you know, like Apocalypseburg, you know, where like they're on their own trying to survive. So I find this to be pretty cool and kind of fit in with that. Speaking of fitting in, I brought some Lego sets and custom stuff I brought. So first, I would like to compare it to this. Now, as you see here, this is the Desert Skiff. And I gotta say, if you compare these two side by side, they really do look similar. And this was probably the intention from J.J. Abrams. Because, you know, you get the two stuff here, just like here. You also get the front part, which looks very similar. And heck, even the back, like the back right here, looks very similar to the back here as well. Now, I guess that's where the similarities end, but it really does look like they do look very similar. And I gotta say, this fits in really well with the Desert Skiff here. And I think that's kind of cool how, you know, it basically is a desert skiff. So I find that very interesting and kind of cool. Another set I would like to bring in here is this. Now, it isn't a Lego set, it's a custom I made. This was a custom I made for a contest for Taylor Place Productions. And he said he was going to put in the stop motion and all that. So I decided to use all the pieces I made, and I just made this out of fun, you know, because I just got a bunch of random pieces from my cousin, and I was just like, let's make something. And I made this. And I gotta say, it's kind of like a weird pirate ship kind of thing. Like, it could be at the ground, or it could be in the air, fighting in the air, you know, all of that. That's what I like about this. This could fit in with Star Wars. And I was reminded of this set when I compared it to this. And the reason to that is because this reminds me more of an air battle kind of thing. The intention of this was more to use it for in air. And this reminds me of this. This reminds me of that. And this just fits in really well with it. You know, you could put the crew here to face off against the pirate crew. I mean, it doesn't have that much similarities compared to the Desert Skiff, but, like, you know, there are guns. There are guns at the front, you know. There are places for the people to be in. There's a place for someone to drive. It just looks very similar, and I feel like these three really fit in well together, in my opinion. But yeah, so those are my thoughts on the Pasaana Speeder Chase set. So now, time to go to my final thoughts. Alrighty, so the Rise of Skywalker LEGO Star Wars set of the Pasaana Speeder Chase is actually a very great set. Like, this set has a lot of value. Like, I was a little iffy on the price. Like, I was like thinking, I mean, it just looks like a messed up ship from a scene in the Rise of Skywalker movie. How could this appeal to me? Well, after building it, after playing around with it, and after looking at it for a while, it started to make sense. I could finally understand why people saw a lot of value in the set, and I gotta say, I am glad I bought this set because it really has a lot of things going for it. You have 2 ships to move around for a chase, so that's good for playability with the kids, and heck, it could be a nice display piece for the adults. Maybe someone could put this in a mock or something like that. That'd be cool. You can also use this, maybe like a little point for the resistance to get stuff. Another thing you can use for playability, or heck, maybe a mock, like I said. And also, on their own, they actually look very good. Like the tread speeder. This could have been like a cool battle pack, actually. Like, just remove this, put it in a battle pack. I think it would be pretty sweet. You know, you could get 4 troopers. You could get 1 pilot and 3 jet troopers. Great battle pack. You know, you could recreate the scene from the movie where, like, you're driving around and boom, they're flying. They fly now. So that's what I like about this set. The Pasaana Speeder as well looks very cool, similar to the Desert Skiff. And if you like the Desert Skiff, get this as well. It's also kind of original because, like, although it's similar to the Desert Skiff, it also does have its own unique feel to it. Like, it has lots of orange. Not everything's very similar to each other. There's like an engine here at the side for some reason. There's like a flag here. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I really like how it's kind of its own thing. It looks like a speeder, a custom speeder that some guy made because he just wanted a little vehicle. This looks pretty cool. I like it. So, yeah, I really like this set. I mean, they could have made another speeder, but I think with the cheap price that we get here, like $32, actually does seem very reasonable for this set. Although it is not the original price, it was it is what my parents bought because that was what they sold it for. So that was for the Christmas sale and all that. And you also get 4 good minifigures. You know, BB-8 makes sense, even though we already got them before. Rey, we get a new version of Rey, which is exclusive to this set so far. And you get 2 exclusive figures as well. The Tread Pilot and the First Order Jet Trooper. So that's cool. So yeah, I guess that's really it. If you wanted to get just one Rise of Skywalker set, why not this one? This one has everything, basically. You have the main character, you have all the figures needed for a cool chase scene to play around with, or it could make a good display piece. Overall, this is a very good set, so if you're a Star Wars fan, get it. If you're a regular LEGO fan, if you can find this maybe around $32 or maybe a little lower, then you should get it. Even at $40, it may seem a little expensive for $40, but I would suggest looking for it on sale because I feel like that's where you get the best deal. So like $32 does seem very reasonable at this price. So I gotta say, very good Rise of Skywalker set, and hopefully I can get the other Rise of Skywalker sets, like maybe the Y-Wing, A-Wing, maybe the new Poe Dameron X-Wing that's coming out pretty soon. So, oh well, until then, I think I'm gonna be happy with the set I got so far. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next time.